Aquarius, how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower reading for the week going from the 20th to the 26th of November. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you get all the best out of this reading. Starting straight off, overall energy, Hierophant. Lovely. That's the overall energy. I think you've got a lot to show the world. That's what I think. I think it's you're a learned person. You know a lot about your spirit, you know a lot about your physical side, you know how to apply that in the material world, you know how to apply yourself evenly within your relationship. When I mean evenly, I don't mean sort of, I mean in the sense where you're not, you're not just standing your ground, you're also willing to sort of like give and take and all of that sort of thing. I think it's a really solemn, noble like of energy that's flowing around you at the moment. Really lovely. On your karmic mission, 3 of Swords. I don't want to say it, but I think it's got to be said. We're going to talk about the elephant in the room maybe. This is helping you to learn about this a painful situation that is within your life in regards to your relationships. And this could be sort of family, this could be friends, this could be community and stuff like that. It could also be your partner. And I think there's a learning curve here. I don't think it's just for you. I think almost is like, I almost feel like to sort of say that you've got to help this person around you to understand the pain that they're causing. Because you don't really want to lose them, or it's like you seem to be the one that needs to be the person sort of doing the explaining or the teaching in a way. Sticking to your evident path, whilst this turbulent stuff is going through you, and it's an understanding and learning that you've got to be doing at the moment. And the universe here is sort of saying, don't forget about the longer term plan, the longer term you. In regards to everything around you, in regards to relationships and what have you. It's the longer term plan is concerned with your happiness and the sort of ideals that you want to be living, basically, as you go forward. And I think the universe is really trying to keep your heart on that direction, your heart energy on that direction. Where have you come from? Yeah, plenty of abundance. There's loads around for you. There's loads of possibilities. I think you have everything, and I think this is why you're the one that's doing the teaching. I think you've learned a lot, and you might be dealing with someone who's slightly immature, as it were, sort of scenario that is around you, and you have all the abilities in order to make the understanding come to the surface. And it's work, and you're working at it. I think you're not letting go lightly. I think it is painful for you, but I think you're concentrating on one step at a time in a way. And I think this is a good thing, because I do think you've got a lot of love for the person. I think you would be disappointed if it didn't go the way it could go, basically. And I think you need to stand your ground, be fair, be equal, but at the same time, don't let people get away with emotional blackmail or illogical thought patterns and stuff like that. I don't think it works for you. I think once this person gets it, it's going to be absolutely amazing. It really is. And I know it's difficult and I know it's hard, but I think you need to stand your ground, basically, Aquarius, in regards to your relationship. We'll see what comes out in the clarification. On your financial side, you get the Empress. Lots of abundance according to emotional. So I'm just getting the table straight. Through emotional control within the workspace. So I think you're the one keeping your head on your shoulders, and because you're doing that, you're starting to own the whole sort of situation that is around you. and it's providing a lot for you. There's a, you know, there was an abundance of possibilities for you. The universe here is sort of saying, I think maybe this is this level-headed side that you need about you, that maybe it is a good idea to walk away from a certain, I've got a certain philosophy that we need to win everything now. Do you understand what I mean? It's like, it's more of a case of kind of like tiptoeing your way to the success, and knowing that you got, you know, it's trying to walk away from the idea of working. I think it's a case of working smarter rather than harder here, and I think this is what the Empress is really trying to enforce upon you on that sort of side. You have this Ace of Pentacles. This Ace of Pentacles has been wanting to come out all the way since the beginning as I was doing a pre-shuffle. And yeah, you've come from a position where you've got this golden nugget in your possession, and it's to do with your knowledge, understanding, the way you are, the way you conduct yourself within your business or your job or your projects, whatever it is. It's you've got this golden opportunity that's really been there already, and I think you've probably already seized upon it. And now it's a question of sort of like, you know, what are you going to do with that pentacle? What are you going to do with it? You need to plant it in order to sort of make it go forward. And I think this is what the universe is trying to say to you. It's trying to sort of say, don't try and do everything in one go. Walk away from that philosophy of sort of, quick growth, as it were. In your sort of future self, what you're commanding yourself, I think, yeah, you may well be doing a learning process here about what it's taken you to get to where you are. I get my words all muddled up here. It's what it's taken to get to where you are today, and I think there's a lot of recognition of how good you are. You know, a lot of recognition about yourself, about how wonderful it is, and how enjoyable the journey has been. You know, and it's like your future self is sort of saying to you, bring that forward into your future. That'd be great to have at the party, you know, sort of scenario. And then you get the King of Cups at the top. Control over the emotions down the bottom on your karmic path. And it seems like you've learnt the lesson. And here is where I'm saying you're this, you know, you got this sort of like, you're the cut above the rest, as it were, sort of scenario. And it is going to grow, and it will grow exponentially. So in, say, like a year's time, your business will be growing a lot quicker than it is today. But then relatively, it's still the same. So if you're doing 10% of 10 is 110. So, you know, but in a year's time, you're going to be doing 10% of, say, like 10,000, you know, which is 1,000. So it's rather than growing by 10, it's growing by 1,000. You know what I mean? And that's the exponential sort of thing, is because you've got this complete and utter control over your sort of situation. Yeah, I hope you get the best out of these readings. It's lovely to have your support, even if it's just by sort of commenting and stuff like that, liking. Sharing is brilliant across all platforms. You know, obviously if you're not subscribed, why not? Blimey. And don't forget to click that bell when you do subscribe, so then you'll get notifications on when we do lives on this channel as well. There's also links in the description below to our sister channel, CYMATIC TV, which goes into everything about energy, basically. Yeah, and there's also loads of links in there, down there below, which you'll be able to see. Let's just see what's going on here. Hierophant, the Ace of Swords. You got everything to win here. You got everything to win, and I think this is Ace of Swords is going to come out of that. Out of those 3 swords there, and just leave 2 swords in the past. And it's going to give you this clear vision. It's almost like the victory that's sort of like, it's not winning the war, it's winning the battle. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, it's like getting past the stage. You kind of go, oh, great. It's great to be past all of that. You know, the Page of Pentacles, you know, goes well with the 10 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles as well on this 3 of Swords. Yeah, I think it's a learning curve. I'm not necessarily think it's you that's doing the learning curve, it could well be. But I think in general, I think you're helping someone around you to learn something. And it's causing you pain because you're going to be like you're the person that they buffer up against, you know. With the Seven of Cups, you get the King of Cups. Now, you've now got the King of Cups twice out on the table. And as I say, I think this is where the universe is saying, don't forget about the longer term plan, and that is the longer term plan. It's all about plain sailing. It's all about doing that good quality work under the surface. It's all about sort of being in connection with your emotions and really having material wealth. And just being at one with yourself, which is really good. It works really well for you. Let's just see what we got on the Ten of Pentacles. You've got all the abundance in you in order to create this healing scenario. And it's within you, within your past, within your understandings, to get a real clarification on this situation so you can learn a lot, or this other person can learn a lot. With the Eight of Pentacles, what's this hard work? Queen of Wands. Concentrating on the finer detail, and I think this is what this card is all about. This is what this good work is about, this Eight of Pentacles. It's concentrating on the smaller details so then the bigger details come out and can work. And this is a similar sort of thing, you know, there's loads of possibilities, there's loads of passions around the Queen of Wands, and she's taking one passion at a time and really getting engaged with it. And when she does get engaged with it, then that's when the magic can happen. And I think this is a magical time for you, Aquarius, and it's certainly breaking out this relationship into a whole new cycle, which you get the Devil. Now this is funny. This is two Capricorn cards together here, and this new cycle is got to be very attentive to the small detail. It's almost, I think, either you've got to be obsessive about the situation so it doesn't degrade, so it doesn't go too far without saying something, and then it turns into a big situation. If you deal with the little situations, the big situations disappear. And that's what you're dealing with there. And as you're doing that, that's when in the future, as you go forward, you've got to pay attention to the details as you go forward. Okay? But it does look good. It does look good, I think. Let's see on the financial side, with the Empress card, you get the Ten of Cups. Yes, I think this is it. I think you're going to be really happy about that to be that go-to person who is calm, collected, got a level head on the situation. You don't get flustered. Really, really super reliable, but also seeing the reality for what it is. And this is what's going to make you happy as well. Seeing things in a way where you don't have to race after yourself. You don't have to run after yourself in order to get success. You don't have to run after success. You just need it to accumulate. You know, layer after a layer. You got the Three of Swords twice. It could be that you're, you know, financially tied up with this person on this side, and that could well be it. And the universe is sort of saying to you, walk away from this painful situation, or she'll be financially in a bit of a pickle. It's possible. It's possible that for some of you, this could mean separation, and then that's what this whole new cycle is about. The afterwards. The you know, the attention to detail and stuff like that. And also this side here is if you are going for a separation, it's just a case of concentrating on the finer details of life and the happiness of life, and that's what's going to bring that through at the end. And you know, I think if you are separating, you've been dealing with this, you've almost been healing yourself before it actually happens in a way. Okay? I try and give it on every single sort of side. You know, but separation, I don't see, you know, not every Aquarian's going to separate this week. That's not it. There is going to be some, and it happens. You know, so Ace of Pentacles, we get the Two of Pentacles, very progressive stuff for you, decision making, concentrating on the things that work, concentrating on that golden nugget basically that I was talking about earlier on, and making a decision to see where it's working for you and just allowing that to continue happening, and favoring the things that work for you. Six of cups. Yeah, you get this is where I'm talking here earlier on about sort of walking away, you know, because if you're trying to grow too quickly in your job or your business and stuff like that, it is going to cause you heartache because it's not happening for you. And the reason it may not be happening for you is because you're not allowing that 10 of cups to come through, which is all about the 6 of cups here and that joy of the past and the journey and how good it is. And you're just taking on too much and carrying too much, which could be slowing you down. So it's a bit of a warning more than anything else. With the 10 of cups, 10 of cups, we get the 2 of swords. Decisions. When you walk across a pine forest on the west coast of France and all the pines all in lines, when you walk across the crossroads, if you stop in the crossroads, you can get disorientated very quickly because everything looks the same. So I think here is kind of where it may be a tough decision, but actually it's coming from your heart. This decision you got to make will breed absolutely brilliance for you. Hang on a second, there you go. Can you see that? There you go. When walking across this forest, you don't stop. You walk across the pathway and then you look. Right? That is the thing. You don't even stop before you come past. You know what I mean? You can do, but it's best to literally just go across the crossroads and then look for the situation and what direction you need to take. And I think it's a no-brainer for you more than anything else. I really do. I think you're just going to get it so quickly, and it's going to be a decision that's going to make you a star, basically. Really do you well. So there you go, Aquarius. Thank you very much for being with us. I really do appreciate it. I will see you soon, maybe for a live. I might see you over at CYMATIC TV as well, the channel about energy, which is linked in the description below. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.